In a nation where women couldn't vote and segregation was law, one black woman dared to build a financial empire. She wasn't born into wealth, she created it. She didn't ask for a seat at the table, she built her own bank. Her name was Maggie Lena Walker, and this is the story of the extraordinary entrepreneur, visionary, and the first woman in American history to charter and preside over a bank. She built an entire economic ecosystem, empowering a community with the tools for self-sufficiency and prosperity. Maggie Lena Walker was born Maggie Lena Mitchell in 1864 in Richmond, Virginia, just a year before the end of the Civil War. Her mother was a former enslaved laundress. Her stepfather, William Mitchell, was a hotel waiter. She grew up in a pivotal era of Reconstruction and the burgeoning New South. Despite the oppressive shadow of Jim Crow, Richmond was also a city of burgeoning black institutions. Maggie learned early the value of community support and self-help, lessons that would shape her life's mission. Maggie excelled in school, graduating from the Richmond Colored Normal School in 1883. She became a teacher, a respected profession that afforded her a platform in the community. However, marriage laws of the time forced her to resign upon her wedding to Armstead Walker Jr. Undeterred, Maggie found a new calling in the Independent Order of St. Luke, a fraternal benefit society. Initially focused on caring for the sick and burying the dead, Maggie saw its potential as a vehicle for much grander aspirations, economic empowerment, and community uplift. Maggie rose quickly through the ranks of the Independent Order of St. Luke. By 1899, she was elected as the Executive Secretary-Treasurer, a position of immense power and responsibility. At the time, the order was struggling financially with only $31.61 in its treasury. Maggie's vision was clear: to transform the organization from merely a burial society into a powerhouse of self-help and economic independence. She preached the gospel of unity and cooperation, urging members to pool their resources and invest in their own community. Walker's strategy was comprehensive. She established new departments, dramatically increased membership, and instilled strict financial discipline. But her boldest idea was yet to come. She proposed creating black-owned institutions to serve black people who were systematically denied services by white businesses. Her ultimate goal: a bank, a newspaper, and a department store. These three pillars, she argued, would create a self-sustaining ecosystem for Richmond's African-American community, providing jobs, capital, and consumer power. In 1903, Maggie L. Walker made history. She chartered the St. Luke Penny Savings Bank and became its first president. This was not just a momentous achievement for Black America, it made her the first woman of any race in the United States to charter and serve as president of a bank. Her bank provided vital financial services to a community often shut out by white institutions. It offered home loans, business loans, and a safe place for black families to save their money, nurturing dreams and building generational wealth. Understanding the power of communication, Walker also founded the St. Luke Herald newspaper. This publication served not only as a mouthpiece for the Independent Order, but as a vital news source for the black community, promoting black businesses, celebrating achievements, and advocating for civil rights. The Herald countered the often negative portrayals of black people in mainstream white newspapers, offering a platform for positive self-representation and fostering a sense of collective identity and purpose. Completing her vision, Walker established the St. Luke Emporium, a department store. This was more than just a place to shop. It was a symbol of black economic independence, providing jobs for black clerks and managers and offering quality goods to black consumers. Her motto, "Spend your money where you make your money," encouraged economic self-sufficiency within the black community, ensuring that capital circulated internally, strengthening their collective power. Walker's financial acumen was severely tested during the Great Depression. While many white-owned banks failed, the St. Luke Penny Savings Bank not only survived but thrived, a testament to her conservative yet strategic management. She orchestrated a merger with two other black-owned banks, creating the Consolidated Bank and Trust Company. This strategic move ensured its continued stability, making it the oldest continually operating Black-owned bank in the United States until its acquisition in 2005. Beyond her business empire, Maggie L. Walker was a tireless civic leader and advocate for civil rights. She served on numerous boards, tirelessly working to improve education, public health, and social welfare for African Americans. She understood that economic power was inextricably linked to political power and was an outspoken advocate for women's suffrage, believing that the ballot was crucial for Black women to protect their families and advance their communities. Maggie L. Walker's list of firsts is staggering. First woman bank president, pioneer in community development, and a leader who built an entire economic infrastructure for her people. Her strategic mind was decades ahead of its time. Despite her immense professional achievements, she also maintained a vibrant family life with her husband and children, balancing the demanding roles of matriarch and magnate. Walker faced significant personal adversity, including the tragic accidental death of her husband and increasing physical challenges. In 1928, she began using a wheelchair due to complications from diabetes, but it never slowed her down. She continued to lead her institutions from her home, often dictating letters and making decisions from her bedside. Her resilience in the face of physical limitation only solidified her image as an indomitable force. Maggie L. Walker passed away in 1934, leaving behind a legacy of financial empowerment and institutional strength. Her vision had not only survived but thrived through some of America's toughest economic times. Her home in Richmond, now a National Historic Site, stands as a testament to her life and work, a tangible reminder of how one woman's strategic brilliance could build lasting prosperity and independence for an entire community. Maggie L. Walker's story is a powerful blueprint for self-determination. She understood that true freedom was intertwined with economic power. She didn't just advocate for change, she built the very mechanisms through which change could be achieved. Her life is a masterclass in entrepreneurship, community leadership, and the enduring power of investing in one's own. Her institutions laid the groundwork for generations of Black economic progress. Maggie L. Walker's strategic genius continues to inspire. If you were captivated by the journey of this pioneering financial architect, please like this video and subscribe to Lives in Time. Your support helps us uncover the vital, untold stories of innovators who built Black America. Click the notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive.